So a habit is something, is like a tendency to do a certain action basically, where it can be anything like scratching a certain part of your body if you're nervous, or like biting your fingernails, or something as serious as like smoking or drinking. And it can take a lot of forms. A lot of people have different like ideas of what a good habit is and what a bad habit is. But to me, I think a bad habit is whenever this habit like affects your health in a negative way. It can be like a physical health, mental health, or spiritual health that's like hurting you. So I've come up with a few ways to maybe like help fight bad habits, like how to stop it maybe at least. So the first way is basically to replace that bad habit with a good habit. So you can't just like get rid of a habit completely, because you have to like replaces it at least. So to do this, you can think of it like this. Say you smoke. So like why does someone smoke? For example, you smoke because you're like stressed out, right? So to help stop the smoking habit, what you can do is think of something to do other than smoking when you're stressed out. Like maybe go outside, relax, take a break. What I'm saying is there's a cause and an action. The cause is you're stressed out. The action is you go to smoke. So instead of like getting rid of the cause and action, you can't, that's pretty hard. What you can do is get rid of the action and change it with a different action, a more healthier action, you know? So the second idea I have is to cut out a trigger that causes the habit. So what I'm trying to say here is that like, I'll give an example, two examples actually. So the first thing is, say your habit is you go to the TV, you watch a lot of TV. So whenever you sit on a couch, the remote's like right here, so like you just pick it up, you start watching. A way you can stop this is like move the remote into different places, like maybe harder to reach areas, or like maybe like places you wouldn't find a remote. The reason you're doing this is that it's making it harder for you to do the certain action. It's gonna be more difficult for you to do an action to the point where maybe like you just don't want to watch TV like every day now, you know. So it's kind of like making it so it's harder for you to do a habit. It can also, so another way is like, this kind of extreme, but like unplugging the TV, like maybe just unplugging one cord or something, so you have to replug it back in later. The reason you're doing this is that every time you have to watch TV, you have to replug the cable or something like that. It's gonna make it more difficult for you to do this bad habit, and it might reduce your screen time or something. So it's kind of like this, where you're making the environment harder for bad habits. So bad habits are more unlikely to happen because of these things you're doing that cut out the triggers, and good habits are more likely to appear because of this. So the final solution is just maybe like find a community or friend group that like relates to your bad habit in a way, or can help you with this bad habit. Like they support you, because whenever you have a bad habit, sometimes it feels like it's impossible to get out, you know? It feels like you're alone in a world, and like you're only suffering from this habit. But there's a lot of groups. You can probably search for a lot of groups that can help. There's like a lot of people you can reach out to that can help you basically, and you know, that's great. They can help you with like some of these strategies in this video, or they can like even give more strategies that I didn't even talk about. So you know, if that happens, you can like reach out to other people, you know. And that's pretty much it. And this channel is so good, you know, you should subscribe and like. Sub to my Patreon. That's it.